Wi-Fi connection required. Currently playing J-Root Radio, Geula FM, Israel Radio 1, Jewish Hits, Jewish Music Stream, Jewish Radio Network, New York Jewish Radio, and more coming soon. Wow, it's so exciting. How do I get one? If you're interested in purchasing one beautiful Naki radio, then text us at 347-927-8398. Oh, can I say it again? 347-927-8398.
The time is now. What are you waiting for now? You know what to do. The time is now. So don't wait another minute. Just go ahead and do it right now.
Yes, that time is now. This is the Kishroni Hour right here on jrootradio.com. Live from J-Root Radio in New York, this is the Kishroni Hour. I am your host, Moshe Grunfeld, here with Nisim. Thank you, Nisim. Lazari, you know our motto. No talent rejected, no child refused. To participate, call 718-683-5858, 718-683-5858, or text us 347-927-8398. Also, we're looking for junior reporters. If you want to be a junior reporter or your son wants to be a junior reporter, then let us know. Email newkishronihour, NEWKISHOHRONIHOUR @gmail.com, newkishronihour@gmail.com, and I'll respond. And to listen, we can call 712-432-4217, 712-432-4217, 718-506-9099, or on the J-Root Radio app, and of course on our great, delicious, uplifting, inspiring Naki Radio that could connect to like 10 different stations. Anyways, I asked a riddle last week. When the pasuk said Bakol, what did it mean when it said Bakol, that Avram was blessed with Bakol? The answer number one is honor and riches and long life. Avram had a lot of honor and a lot of riches and a lot of long life. And answer number two, he had a daughter, Bakol. Anyways, if you know the answer to this week's riddle, I'm going to announce it again on the end of the show. So this week's riddle, what does the pasuk mean? Lidrash es Hashem. Rivka went to Shem and asked and went to Darish. What does the pasuk mean? Lidrash es Hashem. What is it meant by that? Answer will be next week. And if you know the answer, text it in to 347-927-8398 to be in a raffle for a. We'll talk about it later.
Yes.
Anyways, on to our junior reporters if we have any. No junior reporters. Okay, so we'll begin the program. Anyways, if you have a Tehillim, take out a Tehillim. Be responsible for these few Chaylim. Alexander Zisha Ben Eliza. And may he have a Refu Shalema.
Amen. Israel.
Nisan, do you have any names for Refu Shalema?
No, I want to dedicate this show also to Lilu Nishmat. Chana Dvora Bat Sarah. She's a mother of, she lost her life last week. This is the same lady that we asked for Refuah Shlema. She's a mother of one of our great fan, Eliyahu Cohen. It's always come here to see Rabbi Yitzhak.
Chana Devora Bat Sarah. That's the Lula Nishmas.
Yes.
Okay. This show is dedicated to Lula Nishmas. Now, if you would want to dedicate a show, text in 347-927-8398 or email me newkishronihour@gmail.com. That's NEWKISHRONIHOUR @gmail.com.
What a nice email.
Yeah. Anyways, tonight we're going to discuss the power of davening. You know, we all know davening could accomplish a lot, but do we know the extent? Do we know, Kindalach, what could be the extent of the davening? How how could the davening could affect how and when? Well, anyways, I have a few stories that is very interesting stories, and yeah, we can learn a lot that about the davening, the power of davening. Sometimes the answer is not right now. So sometimes Hashem, he's always answering yes, but not in the time when you ask. Sometimes he's answering yes, but sometimes he's just saying no, but later on he'll say yes to you. So you will have to keep on davening. This is what Moshe Rabbeinu did. We learned out from Moshe Rabbeinu. He davened many times to go into Eretz Yisrael, and of course he wasn't allowed in, but maybe one more time had he done it, we don't know if he would have been allowed in. And for forgiveness for Bnei Yisrael, the Moshe Rabbeinu davened many times over for Bnei Yisrael to get forgiven, and we see where Bnei Yisrael was forgiven was anyways. Also, I want to say that, about Kiddush Hashem, to be a Kiddush Hashem, we have to, to be together for ourselves. We have to go for ourselves first to make ourselves look, don't look at the negative of somebody else. We have to look at positive of other people, mostly positive of other people. And yeah, anyways, on to my story we go. Rab Eli Mintz, a chazan, before one Rosh Hashanah, he told his shul, to the shul that he was in for that Rosh Hashanah, Shalom Aleichem, sisters, brothers, Hashem always listens to people in every language. Let me tell you a story. And this is the story he said. Rav Levi Yitzchak Berditchev, he gave a speech on Erev Yom Kippur night before Kol Nidre. Let us daven to Hashem. It's all our heart. There was a very bad gezerah back then. A real bad gezerah. Back in Berditchev back then. And Levi Yitzchak Berditchev said to the people, to the congregation, to the shul, let's daven with all our farts, all our lave, with all our heart, that this bad gezerah that should be gone, and by Kol Nidre. That night, everyone came to daven. They came in such a great feel. They were davening so loud. They were davening with such koyach. And of course, in the crowd, they sat a wagon driver who knew nothing about davening. And he said to Hashem, please, Rebbeinu Shalom, just take my letters of Aleph Beis and turn them into words. Because what do I know? I don't know anything. I just know Aleph Beis. And he started saying Aleph Beis in the middle of Kol Nidre. Now, can boys and girls imagine the middle of Kol Nidre, that might have been very embarrassing to say Aleph Beis out loud in the middle of Kol Nidre. But after davening, the Berditchev Rebbe said, all because of this wagon driver. This wagon driver that said Aleph Beis Gimel Da with all his koiches. That wagon driver caused the gezerah to be canceled. Anyways, there was once during Nila, the Baal Shem Tov cried and davened more than usual. His disciples, his people understood that there was great prosecution. There was great things happening above. What's going on above, they didn't know. But they did know that the Baal Shem Tov doing this and crying like this with such ernstkeit and like very ernst in the davening. It must be a grave situation. And they also davened with all their hearts. When the rest of the Tzibor saw, their hearts were shattered, and they joined in. And there was a young man there from a village who came to for Yom Kippur, for the Baal Shem Tov's shul. He didn't know anything, nothing. And as a village dweller, this person knew what he knew. He knew how to make farm animal sounds. And the rooster, he knew how to make a very good rooster sound. So when he heard the crying, and his heart was also shattered, and he cried out loud what he could do. He started saying, cock-a-doodle-doo, cock-a-doodle-doo, Hashem have mercy. The worshippers in the shul were, the people in the shul were, what's going on? I mean, you're going to cry like a rooster on Yom Kippur, the holiest day. On how are you going to do this? By Nila? And the worshippers, the people in the Tzibur were really confused to hear voice crowing like a rooster. And a few of them told him, quiet already. What are you doing? Quiet down. You're making a noise like this. What are you making a fool out of us? and they would have thrown him out. But he said, I'm a Yid also. What do you want? You can't throw me out here. It's Yom Kippur, and you can't throw me out. The confusion was pierced by the voice of the Baal Shem Tov, by his people who follow him, his people who followed him as followers. They hurried to finish Nila prayer. The Baal Shem Tov shone. The Baal Shem Tov's face was shining with a special glow. With a special melody, the repetition of the Amidah finished for the Nila prayer. As Yom Kippur ended, the Baal Shem Tov said to his people that there had been a very, very high level of accusation in the Shemayim, with the prosecution seeking to have a big, community to destroy. And as he was davening on the community, as I was davening the Baal Shem Tov, a great prosecution was against me encouraging all Yidden to settle in villages and out of the way places where they would be killed, influenced by the Goyish neighbors. And when I began to examine the behavior of the village dwellers, he saw the situation was very grave. However, suddenly the sound of a village dweller, of this little kid that said, cock-a-doodle-doo. Cock-a-doodle-doo. This kid saved. So we see right now, as we can see, the power of tefillah is really, it's unbelievable. Somebody saying cock-a-doodle-doo, and I'm not sure if what he said. I don't know the sound how he said it, but we see that simple person who could be so simple and davening with all Erenskite, with all simpleness and all all his heart, you can accomplish great things in Shemayim. And there was once a story with Chayni Amago. Everybody knows. Well, if you don't know, listen in now. Chayni Hamagal, Chayni the circle maker. Chayni was a big Talmid Chacham. And Chayni was asked to daven to Hashem about certain gezerah about the rain. There was no rain. It was a very, very bad time with the famine, with the hunger. There was no rain in Eretz Yisrael. And they came to Chayni Hamagal, Chayni, please. You're very close to Hashem. Please, Chayni Hamagal, Chayni. Please daven for us. Please daven for rain. Chayni says, fine, no problem. He goes over to the circle, draws a circle around him, and davens to Hashem, and says, B'nai Shalom, your children, they may have sinned, but you still love them. And rain, a little bit started raining. Tiny drop. Tiny drop. Fine. The people came back to him and said, Chayni, what can I tell you? This rain is not really the rain what we want. And Chayni says, okay, davens to Hashem again. This rain is not the rain what your Yidden, what the people really want. Let's make it a different type of rain. All of a sudden, a big storm came, a huge storm. A really huge storm. And the Yidden came running back. Oh, Chayni, please, daven to Hashem. We're going to drown. We're going to get killed. This is a bad, terrible storm. Chayni Amago said, all right. Nachamo, he davens to Hashem. B'nai Shalom. We don't know what to tell you. We're trying to daven. Gishmei bracha give us. Not the rain that's going to destroy us, chas v'shalom. A rain that's gonna bring us rain, bracha dika rain, and all of a sudden, soft rain. It started softly raining. A long time. After a long time, they saw the wells were rising. The rainwater was going good, and it's not stopping. The rain is not stopping. What do? They went back to Chayni Hamagal. Chayni Hamagal tells them, listen, I can ask for rain, that I can ask for. But to ask Hashem to take away a bracha, a rain, I can't do. We're going to have to bring a carbon in order to do that. Sure enough, the people go ahead. They go bring a carbon. They bring Chayni Hamagal a carbon. and Chayne Amagel shechs the carbon and does smicha on the carbon before he shechs and says, Ribono Shel Olam, your people can't handle too much bracha and too much klala. Ribono Shel Olam, make the rain stop.